Tower Dungeon by Tsutomo Nihei. Now, if you're not reading this manga, you're missing out on one of the most enjoyable experiences you could have in sequential panel storytelling. It's just absolutely fabulous. Volume 5 just dropped out. Each one of these is kind of thin. They're a quick read, and he paces his stories where they move just like a bullet. And this story, up until this point, has been this incredible ride of the princess has been captured by the necromancer, this evil wizard, has taken her to this huge, huge tower, right? That goes hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of feet into the sky. And they need to go through it level by level. So it has a little bit of a lit RPG element to it, that they're traveling up each level of this, and they deal with liches and with undead armies and dragons and undead dragons. And as they level up, they get more powerful, and so does the castle. So it's kind of like a incremental nature to the story. And it's centered around this guy named Yuva, who is a young farm boy who feels like he's got to go and try and rescue the princess from the necromancer. And in this world, there are dracomorphs, which are sort of a half dragon, half human characters, where they can turn into a human state and a dragon state. And they have littered throughout the land, and they're kind of sometimes good, sometimes bad. And he partners up with some of the royal guard. There is this pyromancer, Lilithilian, who is this woman who can blast people with her fire magic, and her and Yuva get together as they're climbing up this tower, and there's this unrequited romance. They get these rings so they can hear each other's thoughts. So that makes their romance much more interesting, because they're constantly hearing each other's thoughts and what that means. And she's also quite fiery, also, as well as a pyromancer. And then what's begun to happen at this point in the story, if you're someone who's reading it, is we've gotten to this point where the royal guard has been taken out, the army has been converted into an undead army. Essentially, everybody coming in from the empire has fallen, except for this little band, which consists of a dracomorph, Yuva, Lilison, this pyromancer, and then this very Adriella, this very interesting character. I don't want to spoil here what gets revealed about her in volume 5, but it will surprise you. And there is this nice, adolescent romance between Yuva and Lilison that sort of powers the energy between this. And you get these great set pieces, as you come to a new level or a new chapter in this tower with huge scope. Here's one of those dracomorphs in our human state. And it has this pacing to it where you get to know these characters. It's much more of an ensemble emotional journey versus as heavily like 3-act plot where we're going to get to the villain, etc. And so with each new book, there's new twists that get revealed about who Yuva is, about this archer who's with them. And each one of these steps is really a fun twist. Like how she doesn't wear underwear because she's a pyromancer and everything close to her skin burns up. That's a fun twist for later. With just fabulous art and something that can only happen from a legendary mangaka like this guy who did Blame, which is absolutely incredible. And another similar story, but set in a science fiction space